Okay, this is part two, not really part two, but it's like scene two. The first one, talk too much, did not sound logic and everything. I just need to follow my plan that I made. Otherwise, I'm gonna talk way too much, and I'm just gonna talk for one thing that I could just say in one go, you know. Otherwise, the video gets way too long. It doesn't matter how long it gets, but I don't want it to get too long. I'm already fucking saying this way too long. Today we're gonna talk about candles. Let's first introduce me. I'm called SMT, or I call myself SMT. My name is SMT Trades. I do this for 6 months, even maybe like a half a year already. Um, I began this thing trading because I was kind of stuck. And if you've seen my videos, I've already talked about it a lot. Maybe I'm gonna talk about it. You know, First video, I'm not gonna talk about candles. I'm gonna talk about what I'm doing here and why I'm doing this. This, I'm gonna put it away. I was thinking about candles first, but let's first talk about me and why I'm doing this. Um, well, my name is SMT, SMT Trades, which you can call this me just SMT. Um, and I began this somewhere in summer vacation. I've always wanted to do something like this. Never thought I could do something like this. Because I was listening to way many, different people. Um, but eventually, I kind of was just broken. And by broken, I mean not in the best place in life. I still have problems, and I need the problem is like things in my head or something. The problem with my health, or my mental health, which is literally health. I got an accident, and I lost months afterwards my vision in my left eye, and I got an infection in my right eye, causing me to get blind. Uh, Need to get operated pretty like quick. Vision is just blurry. Um, just fucked. I couldn't see things. Let's say I thought my life was over because I was 18 years old. I had like the vision of somebody who was 90. I mean, yeah, it broke me, bro. It just really broke me. Like I came into the cruel world. I learned to carry myself and myself only. And I mean, carrying myself means to carrying the entire world. Um, and I was kind of like seeking for something because I had nothing. It was just me and me alone. I had nothing. No job because I couldn't work. Couldn't talk with friends because I can see the faces. I can see the eyes or anything. Um, yeah, like bad friends, bad influence. Yeah. So in the vacation, dropped a lot of friends. Also, a bad influence on me. They don't want me to see me grow. They just want to pull me down when I'm going up. Those friends need to drop really quick. I did that. Still have some friends because I know they're not those people. But still, my vision was so blurry. I couldn't go outside because I couldn't see. I cannot drive. I can't ride a bike only in daylight because if it's dark, I can't see shit. Um, so yeah, it's kind of like I was limited. I'm still am. Um, but it's getting better. My vision is getting little by little better. And eventually, I hope it's gonna be fixed and the problem is gonna be gone. At least that's how I hope. And I know there's like things to do it. Like even if my vision is this bad, I still could do things to make my vision better. But I just need things for it to make my vision better. There's like glasses, but the glasses are not possible anymore because the vision is too big. Like the scale is too big between one and the other. Um, and that makes my brain cannot comprehend that. Nobody's brain can comprehend that. Um, so I kind of need like special things, blah blah blah. It's not that important for you guys. But because of that, I found out day trading. I was on vacation. I was just scrolling Instagram, doom scrolling, trying to get away from the feelings there where I was scared for. Um, and yeah, I was lost. And one day I saw a video was somewhere like 3 a.m. at night or something, 3 at night. Just scrolling at Instagram, doing nothing, just doing bad habits. Um, then I saw a video. I don't know who it is. I think I have to have the video. It was from somebody um who was trading. And it was a video like that not real trading was like from 1 to 1,000 scale of half bomb. I don't know how you say that. So he made from like $50, 40K in like a couple minutes. And I thought, bro, if it looks so easy, I can do the same thing probably. So I did that, and then I just stumbled upon day trading. I downloaded um, MetaTrader 4. That didn't I didn't understand shit of MetaTrader 4. Then I downloaded MetaTrader 5. Got a broker. Learned how to work with brokers. Got a lot of problems that I was like, or I could just walk away from the problems. Of I'm gonna just face problems and just mail them every time I got a problem. And I did that. And I was even on Sunday, I was like, why does the market not work, bro? Something is wrong. I was like mailing there, why does the market not work? I think I did this wrong. Maybe is this the problem? But it's Sunday. The market's not open on Sunday. It's like, oh, that explains why. I mean, that's how many questions I asked. Um, I was smart enough to begin with how do you say that? Yeah, demo account. I got a demo account, begin to trading with demo account money, no risk to reward or anything, just spending a lot of money with trading, like day trading and demo accounts. Like 20K W or something, or like those things. And I was like at home on vacation, and I was like, I can do this. Make already money. Why can I not do this, Put like 100 or 200 euros or dollars in it. Lasted in one day. One day, gone. And I did make some money. I made like $50 in one day, and that lost it all. That means I lost like $250. Um, and then I was like, I can choose two paths, three paths if I think like that. I could choose give up, try to search for something else, do everything on my own, lose a lot of money, find somebody who I can learn from. I choose the last one. I saw like somebody, I'm not gonna say the names or do anything like promote them or something. Um, and I was like, damn, okay. I started to learn, like expect, like that day. I was like, I was like, I'm gonna learn every day. I don't know. I did like 4 months or some it's maybe like less, but I think like 4 months straight learning. Like no pause, no relaxation or something. Just 4 months straight of learning day trading. Um, and there was with no money. It was pure just demo money. So I didn't make any money in those 4 months. I lost one, lost. I was just finding out how everything works, the entire strategy, my feelings. Um, and yeah, that's kind of how I got into it. And then I eventually stepped over to real money, still there at the moment. And I'm kind of like, I understand a lot of day trading. I just need to find a little, the grip on it. And that's why I'm kind of making this video. You can think probably like, "You're making this video and you're not even profitable yet. And why should I listen to you guys? I mean, you shouldn't have to listen to me. I mean, if you listen to me, okay, fine. If you don't listen to me, it doesn't bother me. It just really doesn't bother me. I just want those videos out there because it's something I don't think anyone does. Um, most of the people who know how trading works and kind of want money out of it. So they don't tell you for free. They want money. Like those little details, they say, yeah, I will give you those details if you buy this one. The rest is free. You can find it on YouTube. But those details, I'm only going to tell you, you know, on my course. So you need to buy my course for that. Um, and then like, that's, that does not seem fair. And then like, yeah, I'm just gonna make videos about that. So that's my series. What should tell more about me? I don't think I should tell more about me. I'm not gonna lie. This video is just 11 minutes long. Um, hmm. I'm not going to lie. I want to do like, I'm not gonna do candles like within the same video because that's not smart to do. I'm just trying to find a way I can talk more. What's something in the beginning? Okay, I have something. Most of probably the guys who are gonna watch these videos, especially like the beginning, I do. Only I don't fucking cry at the beginning. I cannot cry. That's something different. Some I no tears, I cannot cry. Um, it's like most of you guys see this just like how I did, like I told you guys. Is I thought trading just a fast way to make a shit ton of money. Well, surprise, surprise. There's no way of fast money. There's most of the times if you see something and you can make fast money like in a month or something, it's a scam. It's a scam or like gambling something, but still not making money probably unless you're really smart. No, no, it's just no, no. If like gambling the first month, you're not gonna make any money, and unless it's really a lot of luck. Um, and I was in the same mindset as that. Where a lot of people like you guys are gonna, break off, gonna stop following this path and trying to search something different. That's gonna be, you know, um, the dangerous part of this. Um, I don't know how you say that. It's like gap in the ground. You don't see it, but let's just let's. I'm gonna draw already. How can I draw? Am I gonna draw this? Let me see. I'm just gonna draw on this on the charts right now. Okay, let's see. Let's find a place where it's just empty. Okay, here's empty. Close this one and do this one. I don't know. Let's try something. So this is the path. You're standing here. Maybe I'm gonna draw. Let's make it easy. Okay, let me draw something. There's a little tiny though. Okay, let me see if I can see this on camera. Oh, this is not cam. Oh, God damn it. Um, you can see this. Oh my God. You can see this little guy, right? Slides kind of in a way. This little guy. This is you. As you can see, your mind is boggled in some kind of issue. You're walking around the earth, no ID. What you're gonna do, why you're here, and what's your future. You stumble upon trading. So let's see. You're on your phone scrolling. You see somebody talk about trading and like how much money they make with it. You think, wow, I want to do the same thing. And you're just gonna walk the path. This is the trading path. You see, this is the trading path. He's already standing up on it. So he is already walking the path. Um, and he was walking, he's finding out finding the brokers, how to use it, finding a way to, set money on the broker account, on your trade locker or MetaTrader 5 account. You're beginning to trade. And you win maybe some money, but lose some money. You have no idea what you're doing, and you make money, you lose money. No idea how you made money, and no idea why you lost money. So then, this is gonna happen. Let's do this one away. Draw a little bit better. This is gonna happen. Let's move this away a little bit to make it a little bit easier for you guys. You're gonna walk over here, and you're just gonna fall down. Just like you lose money, you win money, you have no idea why. You're trying harder and harder, but still lost money. Well, losing that money, you're like thinking, okay, I can choose two or three paths, just like I told you. Find something different, and that's maybe. I'm not gonna tell you you shouldn't or you should. Um, or you try every day, lose a lot of money, but find eventually a way, and then I'm talking about years, unless you're really smart and find ways to how to how the market works. But I don't think that's no, I don't think that's like almost impossible. It is possible, but not the best path you can choose. Or you choose like a mentor. So I'm gonna draw it down. So yeah, the road. You can choose one, you can choose two, or you could choose the third one. So as you can see here, you can the give up. The hard path is this the G is for give up, the H is for hard path, and the M is for mentor. You find somebody who's talking about their strategy, and you could choose that path and learn about it. They may probably made videos, maybe a course, I don't know. And you walk that path. And with that path, you're just gonna land exactly on this position. You're gonna fall, you're gonna fail, and you're probably gonna think like, man, I thought it was a fast way to make money. And then you find reality. It is not a fast way. I'm gonna draw something, and this you should really keep this in mind. Um, yes, how come how I'm going to draw this? Okay, this is something really important. You should keep this in mind. That's my drawing stick. I man, maybe I'm gonna just to make it a little bit better for you guys to see. And now where the hell is this? Okay, so you have this over here. How am I going to do this? First video is gonna be shitty, guys. I am just yeah, it's just gonna be how it is. Um, you begin over here, and you find a path of trading, just like this guy, and he chose the mentorship, or you're not really at this position yet. but you're at this position. So you're standing here trading, final trading. You're going into here, and you're going into how trading works. There's this little fella, and he's gonna fall into a gap in the ground. And you can choose give up. So you go through, fall even further, give up, get depressed, thinking never, nothing's gonna work. And over 6 months, you're trying to try something else. When it gets hard, you're gonna do the same fucking thing. You're gonna give up, try something else over 6 months. Or you stand up, you think, okay, fell down, that was easy, it's not easy, but I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna just look through it. Just think, okay, maybe I'm gonna make it. So it means you're getting up into the hill. You learn your strategy, you learn your faults, you can learn from them, you keep them in your mind. You don't make these mistakes again. You're getting here. You made it. You made it out of the hole. So this guy, I can show you, this little fella that fell down the hole. I don't think you can see it, man. Goddamn, this lighting sucks. This little fella who fell down the hole made a ladder. And the ladder is the same thing as over here. You just walk the path and you went upwards. And this ladder means every step of the ladder means problem you solved. And you stepped on it. And you learn from the problem and you're not gonna make them again. And you can grow from off the problem, like from that step. So that problem is a step of the ladder, and you can walk and you can step on the ladder and you go, find another problem, fix that problem, step on that problem, and go all the way again until you get out of that gap and same line again. Then you're just back at track. You're not there yet. Definitely not there. You just made it, just as I showed you here. You made it. And you get a little bit higher. You're like find you're getting profitable at your demo accounts. Um and just getting profitable and think, okay, I see how people do this. And it's the S4. You're seeing the future. You can see how it works. And this is probably where I'm going to keep it for today. I'm just going to try to let it down because otherwise I'm telling you way too much in one video. But this is really important. So just as I told you just a couple of seconds ago, maybe it's not even a bad idea. I'm just going to make this a little bit bigger. Yeah, I didn't do this here first. You see this. So this is the letter I talked about. And this is the same place as what you see over here. Let's go a little bit more logical. Same place over here. Every letter is one problem. So you have problem one, two, three, four, five, until problem six. And every problem is like, okay, I've tried this, lost money, how do they do it? And you look at it up, you're looking it up, you try to fix it, and all of a sudden, okay, I understand. Now I understand how it works. I'm gonna improvise. I'm gonna improvise in what I'm doing it, what I'm just doing at the moment. Afterwards, you're at step two out in this hole. So you're still down, but you're not where you were, but you're not where you want to be yet. Um, so you're still in the hole, not at the point where you began, at with your mind, like, oh, I'm gonna make fast money. But you're at step two, and eventually every problem, like strategy, blah blah blah, it's gonna take up again at this ground where you began. But now you're standing at the same ground you began, as thinking trading was a fast way out of making money. You're not in the same mindset anymore. You're not like, okay, this is not a fast way out of making money, but this is a way out of freedom with money. But it's the hard part. And now you're beginning the journey up again. And this is the journey over here. And I'm kind of talking about this. And this is just this is like I'm building this on how your feelings work, and how your mind works. This is all things that happen in your mind. This is nothing. This is not something you can touch. It's not like a pen or this thing where I'm drawing on. This is seriously something in your mind, and this is something that bothered me a lot. Um, and me by that, it's your mindset is getting freed. It's getting set free. And you probably think like, "What the fuck you mean by getting set free?" What I mean by that is, let's put the mic a little bit closer now. Um, how am I gonna say this? We now it makes it even worse. We're at here again. There's over here. You find out I can then do more than I thought I could do. You grind it for 5 or maybe 6 or even a year long, get out of this hole. You're like, I never thought I could do something like this. I always gave up too fast. And now you can see the future. You can see you've done it. You know you can do it. So you're not gonna give up. So you're gonna try this and you can try it again and again and again. And not by giving up or something, but just by trying the same thing and problems that you have, trying, fix them. And all of these things are in your mind. It's in here, bro. It doesn't matter if you like your brain is not bad, but I mean they said like you got an IQ test or something at school and they're saying, just your IQ is this, like 80, or I don't know how it's like 90 or something. And that's I'm gonna draw too. I'm gonna probably draw to the next page. That's something I had an idea about yesterday. Something I'm probably gonna make um somewhere when I'm done what we done. But I understand trading and make money with it, and just like everything I'm doing right now, I'm done with it. Okay. Um. So I'm gonna draw you something. This is gonna boggle your mind and set you free, probably really fast. I found it out the hard way, but I don't mind. I think I was like 6 years old, and I told myself, I'm gonna do it the hard way because it makes me smart man. I don't know how I thought of that when I was 6, but I did. Yeah, I don't know how. How do I do that? Yes. So let's. So what I've drawn here, you're probably gonna think like, what the hell did you just draw? Um. Well, I'm gonna explain you guys. Chill out. Um. So this is school and work. So the S and W means school and work. IQ, I think you know what IQ means. I don't really have to explain that. This is kind of like how big it is. But for school and work, you only have this part you need with IQ. It means problem solving, writing, uh, you know, um, problem solving, writing, vocabulary, talking, those things. You only need for school and work. And that's where you're rating your IQ from, because that's the easiest part, rate your IQ from. And, that's kind of what they need you for. At least they want you to need you for. But everything around here. So that means if you could think like 3D, you can draw really good, or you can do a lot of things except, you know, I don't know, how do you say this? Except problems with like numbers. Um, I don't know how you say this in English. Or like vocabularies, like your writing is bad, solving problems with like numbers and money is bad. So that means you're not in this line, and that means your IQ is mid, like something like 80 or something. But even though on this phase you're really good, everything over here, like understanding people's body, how they work, like the emotions. You can think in 3D. You can think really good out of the box, all those things, they don't read that into this IQ test. And that's something that's, you know, brought me down a lot as a kid because I was not the best guy at school. I'm not gonna lie. I was really bad at school. Um, reading, calculating numbers, I was really bad. So when I got my IQ score, it was really bad. Um, and what I just found out lately was my IQ is bad for working normal jobs, working like jobs in like some office or for schools or something like that. But everything around here that has nothing to do with schools and jobs, you can use for building your own company, making new things, new products. Because you don't need those things for school with those. Because it's some the other, those are other parts of your mind to use for that. And I used these parts of my mind, this round thing, solve the problems for school. And that worked really good. I didn't know that back then. But now I know how it works. It's like I use that platform, even though it's not the same as the one that I draw. Like just trying to draw this. So this is the line it's like over here. It's like a little bit more zoomed in. Let's put this on for color my tie hands in. So this is the same line, the IQ, school, and work. And you see those little things over here? Those are like platforms you can stand on. So how they do it is like number solving, writing, thinking difference. And over here, you think different, think out of the box, you think more clear, you think three different ways. And it doesn't mean you're stupid or something. It means you use a different road to get at the same point. So those people at the same level as you are, with a different mindset, with a different mind. So you're at the same place, but without the reading of the IQ they got. And I was thinking about the same thing. It was like 'cause at the end of this line, I thought you're getting a good school or work job. You're getting good at school. In school, you cannot really do anything about it. But at the same, you're getting a job anyway. It's like the people with not a good IQ. The only difference is get more money. You just get more money, no more freedom, maybe even less freedom than normal people. You only get more money because you work more than other people, and maybe work things that are harder than other jobs. And it means you live kind of purely to work. So you're kind of living the same way as people with normal IQ, with not the same as smartness as the other guys did. Um, so you're kind of at the same place, but with the title of being smart and getting more paid because you got the title of being smart. But you end up at the same thing, the same job, not really the same job, but same building, but live different salary. Um, and there was like, so the people who are smart aren't really that smart. I'm not saying you're not smart. Don't take this as an attack. But you're at the same road as the other people. Just at the same school or like niveau, same job, bigger payroll, but it's still at the same job, still at the same school. It's like you got another title, but those guys who are standing here, then they can like eventually when they find out how the brain works, thing works, can step out of this line. They can think, wait, I found I found out how this works. I can build my own job. These guys can think I'm building my own job. I'm building like a job or something nobody has ever taught before. Because no, you did not need the things how you think at school. how do you say that? I needed a different thinking than school thinking. Let's say it like that. Um, because you don't think the same as the people who are in school. And I'm not saying everybody with a high IQ in school is not gonna do the same thing, but eventually they can find out like, okay, I'm smart. I can think good. I have not a bad brain, good brain, blah 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 blah. And they can start their own company too because they are smart. Eventually, they find out, of course, but not everybody does because they got the pride of being smart. And they're kind of like in the chamber of the gun. They're kind of like the same as everybody thinks they're not smart. Only if the title smart and not smart. If you guys don't know what I mean. So that means if you're not that type of thinking, you can choose a different path. Like building your own company or something like, I don't know, something you think is really good or something that the world misses, the problem that you can fix because you think different. And that's something that opened my mind really big. And I thought of something. I'm not gonna tell you guys because maybe like somebody's gonna pick that idea off from me and like thinking, oh, that's a really good idea. I'm gonna use that and grow that and with your name on it. You know what I'm saying? But I think I opened, if you understand it and it sounds logic. Otherwise, I'm gonna do it again and make it even more logic. Um, I found opened your eyes. But with me, it really did. I don't know how it sounds on this video because in my head it sounds logic. I don't know if it sounds logic on camera. Um, yeah, I don't know if I can tell something different about it. So I can maybe draw it and make it a little bit more useful. As you can, this is what I meant by yeah, same job, same school. Yeah, you're still taking the same path, but with a different label above your head, and maybe a bigger payroll, a bigger niveau. Just like I told you guys. But the difference is a lot of people are in this thing, find out how the brain works, are not gonna stay in this thing. They're gonna do something that's different. They gonna they are okay, let's put this in. I'm way too excited to tell you guys this, bro. This is the same path as this one, but zoomed in. Just like this one, that just like this one. Um but people on the outside, if they found out the brain, they can easily like move away from it because they don't have the burden of parents saying like, "Oh, you're this smart, and you need to do this school, and you need to do this job because you have the mind, you have the gift of mind, you're smart, so you should do this because otherwise it's just a waste of your mind, of your smartness." And then they kind of like under pressure from the parents. They're like, okay, I kind of want to do something different, but I don't want to, make my parents sad because not doing it. And eventually just work the job. They're getting stuck in it because they bought a house or a car or living with somebody else. They need to pay the things, the monthly things. So eventually just stuck at the job. They cannot do anything. The dreams are just closed away after a brick wall. But those people over here on this outside line, already thought they're fucking stupid. Nobody had even like think of, oh, he's gonna do this thing. I don't give a fuck. I mean, he does that. He's probably gonna so anyway. So I'm not gonna stop him. All of a sudden, no, he did make it. That's weird. Like they're not gonna stop you this easily if you're on the outside. Because they're probably gonna think like, ah, you're not good at school anyways. Like he's probably gonna try something, or he's gonna work somewhere. He can work with his hands or something. It's so stupid, man. Yeah, you can just work with your hands, because you're good working with your hands. No, I'm just good in fixing problems and fixing them in my head without numbers, And so it doesn't mean I need to work my hands or something. It means I just think different. I can see myself. I can stand there in the corner of my room. I can see myself sitting on this road and see making this video. That's how my brain works. I can fly around this house. I can see everything in my brain. And that's not being read on this IQ test. Because that's not important for people who need smart people to do the work at the big companies. They want somebody who still sits in a chair, just like this one over here, and does their work. And most of the times, these are the people who build companies. They just drop out of school somewhere. They think this is not going to work for me. I want to work on something I do on my ideas, and they can drop out over here. And a lot of times, there's so two smart people who does that, and then jump out like in the middle line, then jump out. But that's way harder than if you're on the outside of it. And I think I'm gonna end my video here. And if you have like a different mindset about it, I'm not gonna keep you away from it. This is how I think about it. You don't have to listen to what I say. I'm not your mentor or something else. This is just how I think everything works, how it works. So yeah, this is gonna be the first video. It's like more about um getting your mind free, accepting your mind that you can just like you can do other things than people say you can do. So just like kind of like introducing myself, showing you there's a different way out. So yeah, well, you'll see me tomorrow. And tomorrow we're gonna talk about candles. Today was to be talking about candles, but like fuck it tomorrow because this was a little bit more important than candles.